like a guitar. Had to keep my distance, you ain't getting far. Nigga wants to smoke, let's go to war. Clean you up, I do the chores. Too much drip, someone gotta clean the floor. Still in the streets, fuck the law. Fuck the trunk, rather keep it in the car. If my dog cross me, we cutting off his paw. Too much drip in the place, so we gotta clean the floor.
Alright, hey guys, welcome back to the Georgia Tech Dynasty. Back with you for another recruiting episode today. Be sure to like the video as we get going here and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. Season's been great so far, 3-0, coming off a win over LSU, 38-21 the final score. Play some highlights for you. Check the game out if you missed it. Really competitive. Closer than the score would suggest. We played really well in the second half. The defense shut down. And we're looking pretty darn dangerous and a lot better than we were last year. And our 8-5 showing, I think that we have what it takes to maybe win the SEC and make it to the national championship game. So we'll go through the board as it looks this week. Probably set up some visits, advance the week, see what happens there. And we'll do drip of the day as always. If you have suggestions for someone that should get spotlighted for, kind of being a player of the week is kind of what it is. Drop it in the comment section, and I will consider it, look at it, and much appreciated. All right, so as you can see, we got locked out by a prospect, so we'll have to take a look at that because John Ferguson's a guy I definitely want. But Jeremy Henry, our top prospect, we're in the lead here, so looking good. And he's coming in for a visit week 5, hoping that we can lock that recruitment up before he goes to the other places to visit. Ferguson, so 6'1", 183. I've shown you his abilities already. Good speed, good coverage. He could be a receiver. He could be a corner. Looks like our playing style is a deal breaker, which I don't understand why, because we just sent a wide receiver to the NFL last year. So, weird. Let's see. Oh, I guess. Yeah, so he won't consider our school until we meet his deal breaker requirement. But I don't know how to fix this playing style. So we'll leave him on the board. If any of you guys know how to fix that, let me know. I've never seen that problem before, but a lot of you guys are smart and you've seen the game, or you've played the game a lot that watch this channel. So if you know how to fix that, let me know. Maybe it's a coach playing style type thing I have to fix. That's a bummer. All right, anyways, Quentin McMillan, the top corner in the cycle. We're down a lot on, but we can get back in the recruitment if he comes in and visits quickly. So we're going to bring him in for the Tennessee game. We're also recruiting against Tennessee, so maybe if we beat them badly, he'll consider us a little bit more. We do have all those points we lost from Ferguson that we can now dole out, so we'll put some on James Williams here. We're in second. McMillan will bump up to 500 as well. I guess he becomes our top, or what am I saying? This is a different McMillan. We got Quentin and we got John here, so he gets some extra points. James Nugent, the dual threat quarterback, we're in first for battling against Memphis. Landon Smith, talented receiver. We got to make up some ground now. We're going to give him 525. George Cook, man, we're struggling with these linemen. They don't really want to come play for us for whatever reason. Not struggling on John Gray, though. We're in first here for that New Jersey recruit. Bracken, second behind Wisconsin. Classic. Let's see. These guys, kind of secondary options, except for David Alexander, who we are leading for, so that's good. Our top D tackle prospects. Bonner, we're in there for. We'll probably give him some extra points here. All right. Joseph Scott's a tight end. Joe Johnson loves UTEP, just loves him a lot, and doesn't look like we can do much there. Nor for Chris Franklin, but we have the other tight ends already, on the board there. Brigham Evans, let's give him a scholarship and 30 points. Tavarius Williamson, he's going to get an offer just for his name and 50 points. He's actually pretty good too. Like, he's decently fast. He can tackle pretty well. Got to work on that coverage, but he's not terrible, and he's got a good name, so that's reason enough to recruit him. 20 points left. We'll just put him on the fullback here. I think we're going to need one soon. Any other visits? Yeah, we got other guys ready for visits. Smith, the really good receiver, is ready to come in, so we'll try to get these guys all in for Tennessee here. Our first home game of the year, so also a top 5 game. They beat us last year, so a lot on the line in this one, and a lot of complimentary visits, it looks like. So bring everybody in week 5. Sweet. All right, those are scheduled. we could look at the rest of the board, but I don't really care about the guys past, Tavarius Williamson there. So, yeah, I mean, we haven't put any effort into these guys. We won't until we get a lot of our top prospects figured out up here. So that's how we're looking. We're in first for a few, but, second and third for a lot of others. Just like last year, these all came down to like the last week of the season. So let's advance the week. I'm sure we'll have more visits to schedule, and we'll take care of those once we get to next week. All right, a lot to go over here. So those visits are scheduled. We got another visit ready. 2 more, actually, Nugent and McMillan. George Cook is ready to visit. Bracken, Johnson, and Alexander are as well. So massive recruiting weekend. We're going to have upwards of like 10 guys at this Tennessee game, and a chance for us to kind of build our class, at least the foundation of it here early in the season. So this is going to be a good time. Got to get the win. Got to show out. Be a big game, not just for what's going on the field, but also off the field with this recruiting stuff. All right, you're not going to get to see kind of where we stand on these recruitments because that'll be for the next recruiting episode, but I will show you the fact that I am scheduling these visits. So McMillan's coming in. These guys have a full slate of visits for the most part already, except for Nugent. I think he's going to be committing to our team after this week. Cook, let's see. We don't want to have any negative visits there. Let's bring him in for MSU. That's not going to be for a while. All right, Corey Bracken, we do have complimentary visits for him, so get those on there, and same for Joe Johnson. So how many guys we got coming in? We got 11 visits scheduled. I think 10 are coming in for this Tennessee game, so it's a big one. All right, Josh Tucker wasn't in the Heisman voting at all last week, as far as I remember at least, but he's back in there this week. He's in the 5th spot. He played pretty well. The run game wasn't really there against LSU. They kind of took that away from us, but he did have some very physical runs towards the end of the game, 10, 12 yards, getting extra yardage after contact. He also had the game-sealing touchdown catch, which really boosted his stats as well. But he's really impressed me so far in his first real season being a featured role player on this offense. So good for him. And then this week we're playing Dominique Dunn. We'll have more on him before the game starts, scouting and all that. Who's a dual threat quarterback for Tennessee. We played him last year. He shredded us. So we got our work cut out for us this week against another Heisman hopeful. All right, drip of the day choice is easy this week. It became apparent to me that I haven't done my own user player yet, Tom Porter, and he's played really good ball to start the season, making tackles, shutting down runs, good in coverage, all that stuff. So as the guy I'm usering with and the dude that has been making plays, we got to choose him for this week. And again, if you've got a suggestion, just drop it in the comment section. Let me know. I appreciate it. All right, as y'all can see, our next game is against the number 1 team in the country in Tennessee. They're 4-0. We're 3-0. First home game of the year. It's going to be awesome. Little SEC crossover action and a chance to take down the top-ranked team in America. What more could you ask for? We got a lot of recruits coming in, a lot of excitement around this team, and I'm excited to get some revenge after last year's game because we should have beat them, and we lost in heartbreak fashion, one of like 4 different times. So it's going to be a great game. Hope you come back for it. Hit the bell for the post notifications so you know exactly when it drops. Usually it's in the mornings, but sometimes, you miss it, you forget, and it doesn't pop up on the homepage. So you put the notification in, you get it, and episode's out. So that'll be coming out soon, next couple days. Again, be sure to like the video, sub to the channel. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate all the support. Check out the Oregon State Dynasty, my last Dynasty, 200 episodes, if you're interested. And we'll catch you all in the next episode. It's going to be a great game. Cannot wait. Go Jackets. Peace.